Health authorities in British Columbia provide a wide range of healthcare supports and services to British Columbians. Our primary focus is on the delivery of healthcare services. This may happen in people's homes, in community health centers, and in a wide range of other settings, including hospitals, day programs, and residential care settings. One of the many roles our healthcare providers play is that of a designated responder for reports of abuse, neglect, or self-neglect of vulnerable adults. Part 3 of the Adult Guardianship Act gives the 5 regional health authorities, as well as Providence Health and Community Living BC, the statutory obligation to receive reports and to look into situations where an adult who is considered vulnerable is suspected of being abused, neglected, or is self-neglected. Sometimes it is difficult to determine what we mean by vulnerable, but generally we are talking about those adults who cannot seek support and assistance on their own. It is important that you know that BC does not have laws that make reporting adult abuse and neglect mandatory. However, once a situation of abuse or neglect is reported to a designated agency, and there is reason to believe that the adult meets the criteria for the Adult Guardianship Act, the designated agency does have a mandatory response. That mandatory response includes reporting to the police crimes perpetrated against the vulnerable adult. If you would like to refer a vulnerable adult to a designated agency, it is best to contact the healthcare program that is already involved with the adult. Ask the adult if they receive home support services or if they are involved with a healthcare professional who works at the health authority. If they aren't already connected and you think they may need healthcare services, contact the community health center closest to the adult. If the primary issue that makes the adult vulnerable is their mental health status, then you would be best to refer to the local mental health center. Of course, all medical emergencies need to go to the nearest emergency department. Once the report has been directed to the most appropriate responder, the responder will look into the situation. This is most often done by involving the adult and by collecting collateral information. The purpose of an adult abuse and neglect investigation is to get just the right amount of support and assistance to the adult to make them safe. Our focus is not on prosecution of the abuser or advocating for criminal or civil justice for the victim. Additionally, designated agencies are required to keep the name of the person who made the report under the Adult Guardianship Act confidential. Our practice is guided by the key ethical principles of respecting autonomy, self-determination, and being least intrusive.